Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Animal Crossing for the City and all City Folk. That wasn't right, was it? I think that's the first time in over 100 episodes I have specifically said Animal Crossing for the City and all City Folk. Yeah, no, it seems my thoughts of the GameCube and City Folk intros just merged together briefly. Do apologise. First time I've got that wrong. Like, that horribly wrong. Usually I correct or I fumble and I'll retake it, but that's not retaking that. It seems the Wii has been renamed The City after the eShop closed. Yes, we're recording this the day after the eShop closed, and also after daylight savings happened in the UK, so it's normal people hours, it'd be 6:47, and it's now, unfortunately, 7:47. Speaking of which, dear Daniel, staying today only, your dad is doing the laundry and the cleaning. It's my once I can't speak. I have a mouth, and yet I cannot use it properly. It's my once annual day off, and I intend to use it. It's my day, and oh yes. Right, okay, you can wait. This episode, as with the last few, we're gonna go about getting some flowers. Of all the holidays to happen while we're getting flowers, it's Mother's Day where we get an additional what? Now, what do you want? No, wait, it's Chill D. I haven't seen you working out or doing laps around town. Well, you're obviously slacking. Daisy and Ruby got into a huge argument. It's like a cage match except with no cage and lots of big confusing words for a bit. I agree. Fights are scary. Stay pacifists out there. You know, the temptation to walk back in that door and redo the opening, or just reset, it's just eyeballing me, but I've been taught in university that perseverance is a desirable employability trait, so we're gonna persevere and write a reflection log on this later and hope I get an A+ on this assignment. This is... oh, it's eyeing me up. It's like multiple off sentences. Usually I bury the off sentences in the middle of the recording, but no, there's like, here you are. Enjoy. And that's me referencing myself doing something cringe once upon a time. My soul is actually prepared to leave my body. This might be death. Cue the funny Doctor Who gif as well. I mean, like, yeah, I know quality control standards aren't the highest in the Neremik Picks Up Flowers episodes for City Folk, but you know, at least we hold ourselves to some standards on occasion, and they're just seemingly emancipated. Hopefully you're all doing well, though. I'm doing fine. I had university today. Was about as you'd expect. Fun development. A game I know I can do it. I would have pressed reset if it wasn't covered up by a cherry bakewell candle. A game I'm making at university is actually coming on quite well. At least one of them is. My individual game. It's coming along quite well. It's not game worthy. I wouldn't charge money for it, but in terms of what's been done on it, I'm actually quite chuffed with it. I made throwable bottles last week, and this week I made the bottles have an interaction where it like made someone drenched for a while, like water. And then, if you went and hit an electrical box on the other side of the building within a short enough time frame, it electrocuted them and took some of their health. To some people, that might sound really easy to program, but it's in Unity, so any of my game dev viewers out there will know exactly how that's going. Do you remember when, like, I didn't used to talk about this stuff in these videos? Because, yeah, no, I just find it funny. Again, throughout this series, I've talked about many different things. Now it's just me going, one day I want to be a games developer in, like, an old episode. Like, even, like, 365 Days of Animal Crossing, I'm pretty sure I said that in passing. And, oh, we said D-Mushroom, I remember that. Get on that while we're hanging. I'll pick up dandelions this week, why not? It's like, if push comes to shove, I can sell them. What was it? My mind's gone blank now. Yeah, no, I just think it's funny that, there were like such odd and weird through lines in this series, in terms of what I say and what happens or is said later. So I know there'll be an episode out there way back when, from before I even started college, and I'll say something about me wanting to be a game developer earlier in the series, and then you follow the playlist along and it's like, oh god, he's in university, and it's like, if I kept this going, right, if like this series went another year, which like, I wish it had the seam to. I'm not sure if it does. I don't understand the staying power of the Neremik Animal Crossing City Folk series, unfortunately. We'll see. We'll see. Get the golden watering can and we'll see. But I do think it's funny, especially in towards what could now be considered the ending part of the series. To hear me mentioning stuff and like life goals like that, which I mentioned as being years away earlier in the series, now be like mentioned flippantly, like, oh yeah, the game I was making in class. I think is like really cool. And to some people that might be a bit existential, like, oh my god, this is the same series I was doing when I was in like year 8 in high school. But maybe I'm just weird, but I'm one of those people that looks at that and goes, you know what, cool. Because it is, it's cool, you may as well earn it. Speaking of cool things though, will we get a cool outcome in this fountain? I sound like one of those people from the annoying Nintendo UK adverts. I'm sure they're lovely in real life, but if you know that voice, you know. Anyway, so I did not throw a gold axe in here, I threw a regular axe. Honestly, that's refreshing. Just because you told the truth, I'm going to give you a special gold axe. Just kidding, how'd I do? Did I seem really goddessy? That's how a goddess is supposed to be, right? Spot on. Sure, I'll do it all nearly near the top. Ooh, so close. Really, really close. You almost guessed just how I feel, almost. As a consolation prize, I'll give you back the regular gold axe, because I'm sweet like that. Try to keep your axe to yourself, alright? I better not find out you threw your axe in here just to get a gold one. Goodbye now. That felt like one of those RNG chances where that was my shot. And I just watched the shot fly past my window into the horizon. Oh, it hurts. It hurts ever so slightly in the heart region. I think I am literally feeling what would literally be referred to in a medical field as heartbreak. Anyway, that's what else we've done today. Obviously, again, game's coming on well though. I'm trying to think. Really, not much. It was my last university lesson before we go off for Easter, which is like crazy to think Easter's almost here. Bunny Day and stuff will be slowly but surely approaching. I forgot this is how we ended the last episode. Downstairs it will be. But yeah, no, Easter's approaching. We've got 2 weeks off, but we obviously, well, being in university, right? Last year, anytime they gave us a they don't call it that. A bunch of different universities call it like a different things. They call them like growth weeks, progression weeks, progress weeks, like a bunch of different synonyms for it's a half term, but we can't say it's a half term because otherwise the government might give us a slap on the wrist. So they call them a bunch of different things, like a week for development, personal, just a bunch of stuff like that. It is basically just half term where you get time off. But obviously in university it's slightly different because I mean technically you're expected to do like overlapping like current coursework and stuff, which is fair. Issue is that this is the one where I actually need to look at it and go, okay, this really is a progression fortnight or an advancement. There's so many different words for them and I hate all of them if you couldn't tell. But I need to probably crack down because while I've got my individual game all fine and dandy, I still need to put some finishing touches on it, make the menus look nice. Literally one of the menu screens, just so that you've got an idea of my lack of standards. I can't like just show you a screenshot I took at university because it'd have to be my phone and it'd have like some personal data in probably. Because they just had to watermark the monitors as they do, and for some reason the freaks don't have snipping at all, and print screen just isn't on the keyboard. I know, but yeah, yeah, I need to add a bit more functionality into my, a bit more functionality, English, I know. Need to add a bit more of that into my game, though. And, yeah, I need to replace some of the menu screens, because the background of one of them is literally just Cheems. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is just Cheems. And it's, oh. That's one way to solve our inventory issue. Yeah, let's go sell this stuff and get a few more mushrooms, bring them back. I think we've got a decent rhythm for this one as well, especially now we're dealing with mushrooms. We need to add a bit more to that. And we've got a group project game as well we need to work on, which is ever significantly further behind. So we need to crack on with that as well. And then on top of that, we've got like some very easy assignments. End of year, and I know next year's meant to be stressful, but it's like we had two assignments issued today. And both of them were just make a reflection or write a really easy report. Or a PowerPoint. It's just, say how you feel when you did the previous assignment, and it's like, one of my previous assignments, I think it was Sunday night going into Monday. It was due at 10 on Monday. Literally, I stayed up until like 4:30 getting it done, and it's like, I think we had to record a little video, like going over all different versions of this model we've made, kind of showing how, like, all the steps we took to build it, and like, you can see very clearly in the corner of the screen, I kid you not, it was filmed at like 4 AM, and you could hear my brother snoring in the background. Not even the standards of this channel are bad enough to warrant that. It's like, just wait until the morning. Next evening. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I was chuckling to myself, like, oh, they're totally going to see that timestamp. And it's like, admittedly, I could have done the recording 30 minutes before it was due, and it wouldn't have changed the fact it was, you know, done stupidly close to the deadline and clearly rushed at the final minute. But yeah, no, I'm happy that I've got most of my difficult assignments out of the way. It is just the wrapping up the game that I've mostly got done, and then the big game, which is nowhere near done. And that is all I'll say on the matter, because I don't know how many people from university know I have a YouTube channel, but you know, sometimes if I speak, I may end up in big trouble, and I pay $9 grand a year to be on that course, so we're not gonna mess that prospect up. Anyway, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Not much really. My friends and I are planning to go on a excursion for one of their birthdays soon. Got some peeps going around to mine, and starting Mega Man X2 soon, I think, for the channel. I think that may be over Discord. As I said before, Ben, who has now changed their name to Coda, will be joining us over call for that one. And then I think 3 onwards we'll be doing stuff in the... Really just had to run out mid-random rant, but yeah, okay, fine. I'll get the batteries. I was hoping these guys would last a little longer, but it had been on 1 bar a while. But yeah, no, so we've got Ben, new name Coda, as a guest for Mega Man, just so I have a bit more advice, even though personally I think I'm doing fine. Either way, like I said, I mean, I know it's just with my quality standards, but it's like I can move across the room while I put some microphones in, not microphones. Again, the reset like Wii button to just, you know, redo the recording is like really eyeing me down right now. You have no idea. Anyway, sit back down. You go in there. You go in you. I was hoping these guys would remain a bit more intact for a bit longer. Oh, that's something to talk about. A very weird thing, but yeah, I was hoping these the batteries that were in my Wii remote would last a slight bit longer than they did, so I could use these to record some prospective more Wii Fit videos. Because I had 4 reserved, and now obviously I'm down to 2 that I'm just not touching. Oh, some mushroom furniture that we've just not ever found. It's a mush bed. Well, G to the G with that. I've got to keep scouring our town for flowers now, like some sort of manic little man. What are you chirping at? What are you chirping at? Flea market is tomorrow, we missed that. Flea market, Mother's Day, fishing tourney, and going into 8 PM. It feels weird to say that because it's like not completely pitch black outside, but 8 PM. Ugh. Again, time zone changes for me, they always affect me like a weird amount. I know that only some people take a day or 2 to get used to it. They just hit me like a ton of bricks. This one that's been is like the one where it's like the time after it has been like the jarring part. It's like, oh really? No, the sky's this colour at 7, and usually I'm not like that. I'm normally always weird about like the time changing and going like, ugh, I've lost an hour, again an hour, stuff like that. But literally, it just happened seamlessly, and I could have accepted it without question. Like, yeah, no, it's like 11 or 12, wherever I kind of clocked. It was I have found more. Oh, what about? I thought you could. There was a very far distance to talk to him from. But yeah, it didn't hit me as hard as it usually did. It was just, again, I was like outside today. I was like, oh, it's this colour at this time of day. That's not right. I suppose that's how you know spring's coming, though. I am dreading spring, as I'm sure some of you have known from, again, stuff we've said throughout the time the series has been on the channel. Seagulls and me do not get along, especially when those seagulls have chicks in spring, summer. It is painful. They just don't like me. They don't like the clothes I wear. I don't know, but they come always swooping at me, and it's not fun. It's not fun. Honestly, I'd say for that reason alone, summer is my least favourite season, as I cannot reasonably leave the house. You know, at least coronavirus gave me at least one direct benefit, is that I didn't have to deal with the menaces for a year. It's like, ah yes, I'm thankful the COVID pandemic happened, so I personally was not inconvenienced by some seagulls coming at me. It's like, I don't know what I did to make them all hate me, but you know, they do. They do. Whereas I'm not like secretly evil or anything. At least to my knowledge, I have an alter ego, I'm afraid, you know, that's one of the things I can't like so actively figure out. Either way, yeah, I remember these guys were here. Nab you guys as well, and there should be a little bit more, I swear there's more mushrooms hanging around, but I could always be wrong. Could always be wrong. But yeah, no, I think definitely do this pass, and then I think the town should mostly be cleared up. We just run back to sell the mushrooms that we got, and life is good. So yeah, again, oh, okay, I'm surprised I missed these, unless, oh, no, I tried picking these up in my pockets before, weren't they? That was it. Obviously coming into the end of this episode, not end, I mean, I'm aware the time is only on like 14 minutes. Will be even less if we read the intro. I'm going to quickly double check just how many flowers we need for the town. I'm also going to count how many we've got actively on hand at any given point, because once we crack that, that is basically where we're at. 'Cause I would like this to be the final episode that we have to directly go around scrounging up flowers and stuff, so we can get properly into the fun part, which is a very long episode where we just put flowers down. If the title of the episode next time is that, you know what you're getting in for. But I think, oh, here you are. So there's another mushroom we can go sell to Nook, and then we'll sort out the flower thing, because I think that is all of them. I'll pick up this weed. Again, weeds are another thing, but I think largely we are very, very close to getting this all sorted, which is admittedly kind of exciting, because it's like, oh yeah, we might actually have this. It's like give me like a slight amount of chills almost. It's like, ugh. Now either way, I'm going to search up ACCF Perfect Town, and we're just going to see what the requirements are. As we sell Nook some Merry Little. I need to stop saying Merry Little because it's like, say Merry Little one more time, brain, I dare you. Surround Mushroom and Mushbed. Got no use for you. And 3,200 bells I will sell. And then I will go put this stuff down in me house. And we will very quickly. So, Perfect Town Guide 2010. I assume this is it. So, it's so small. You can tell it's a form site from the 2010s. No! Okay, so mark the acre placement. That step is complete. It's time to start planning up the town layout. Each acre needs 12 to 16 trees and needs to contain about 350 to 375 trees total. Is this? Yeah, this is ACCF. This is ACCF. Okay, and how many flowers is it? So, okay, so plant 15 trees in each acre gives you exactly 375. So if you plant over that amount, it doesn't glass? Weird. And then, beyond that, so, they're speaking, they're communicating. Plant all the trees and flowers where you need to. There should be 6 to 10 flowers in each acre. Okay. Ooh. Right, so there's 25 layers in the town, I think. I'm gonna, because the town's in the shape of a square, right? Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna check. So, again, just want to keep that number in the back of my head. 6 to 10 flowers per acre. And the amount of acres in the town, this is 1. I'm waiting for the vertical. That was 1. Going into the next one, this is 2. Currently in 3. Now passing into 4. Of course, I'm going to mark this as 5. And then keep it running, This is 6. Again, this last acre feels oddly weird, but it's 6 by 6, I believe. Yeah, so basically we need 36 times by 6, which is, let me think, 36 times 6. 6 times 30 is 180. Plus then another lot of 6 times 6. So 180 plus 36. So 216 flowers we need. Okay, well, I said that we wouldn't do this again, right? Not until the series was nearing its end. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and the episode isn't technically over, unfortunately for some. So, we need 216 flowers. Let's make it work. Or at least, the best we can. So we'll count what we've got in our inventory last. This is going to be a nightmare though, so bear with me. So first up, we got 5 there, followed by 8, make that 10, 12 in this room. So, already, not confident by the sheer amount of stuff that we have in the house now. Is there a better way that I can maybe position this room? I don't know if there is. Okay. There is not. Right, so we'll check upstairs. Do I have flowers upstairs? I don't know if I do. No is the answer. Okay. All this like marching, and this is what we're going to end up. So let's just kind of think it's on screen. So 12, make that 16, make that 20, make that 24, make that 30, then make that 34, 35, plus an additional 6 there, making it 41. And then for margin, I'm going to say 45. This isn't good. This isn't good. This really isn't good. Okay, so 45, and then everything here. And everything here is not going to add up to 180, but we'll just check to be sure. So 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 61, 64, 67, 69, 70, 71, 73, 75, 76, 78, 80, 83, 86, 87. It goes without saying that that isn't enough. Not by a long, long, long margin. Is that enough? Oh, well, actually no, we got a bit more. So 87-ish, give or take, plus what we've got in here. 5. So 92 is the total. I don't particularly know what to do now. Because these last few episodes were purely designed of a, you know, okay, if we just hammer out all the flowers now, you know, we'll have as many as we need shortly. But no, we'll need like 12 more episodes, if not more, to get that level of flowers. Can we outright order flowers from you, Nook? I need to know, because if not, I may actually go insane. So, of course, you're fine, you're fine. Your shirts, your umbrellas, your hats, your paperwork, your gyroids, which is literally just some... I don't understand why this feature exists. Same with this, really. So, I mean, we have a full inventory in a bit. So, I mean, how many is this? This is 6, 11, 13... We'll say, like, generous, like, rough 15 flowers generate naturally an episode, which isn't bad. 15 episode isn't bad, plus this extra, so this brings it to 22. If we were getting 22 an episode, that's still like 6 or so more of this, but I don't know if I've got 6 or more episodes of this left in me. Not for the whole series, just coming in. I can happily buy the flowers, that takes like little time, but running back and forth to my house, depositing stuff, yada yada. I don't know if I've got that many more episodes left in me in terms of sheer content of just repeating the same thing. Did that earlier in the series, that time has since passed. So, we're in a very weird position here. I'm going to walk back to the house while we mourn it, where... Next episode, I was very much anticipating it to be the one where we finally put our foot down and we go, let's get mental. But obviously we're still a ways off that yet. 5, 6, 7 episodes more. But obviously having a streak of episodes where it's just me talking and picking up flowers probably isn't the most interesting for the people here to watch me actually play the game and engage with it. So it does put us in a admittedly kind of weirdly iffy spot where I don't super know what to do. Worse yet, our house isn't infinite, right? Like, we'll chuck the ones we've got in our pockets right now downstairs. We got downstairs a tiny bit on the upstairs, and that's like it. So, to say that we're in an interesting predicament here would be an understatement. Like, I'm praying that dandelions count as flowers now. That's kind of the stage we're at, you know? So, I genuinely don't know. I would like to hear from you guys. You guys are what really keep the series ticking, so do let me know. Eventually, we're going to fill out our house fully in terms of space. And, like, even upstairs, I mean, that's like, what, maybe, like, half a week of flowers? It's like, you know, the stuff we get in bags, fine. But eventually we're going to taper out. The only thing we can do after that point is just start filling these out. And this is, let me see how many we've got. So this marks 6, 7, 8, 9... Never mind, this is entirely viable to store flowers in from here on out. Maybe not the best way to do it, but I think once we fill out the basement, keep this area open so I can walk around and still take my photos in the hay, but I think sticking flowers in here may have to be an option. But yeah, very, very on the fence about this one, but again, let me know what your guys' thoughts on this are. I'll go away, think about it for a week, come back next time and see how it goes. But for now, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps out a bunch, lets me know you want to see more of this, and all that good stuff. But until next time, all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.